guys, it's E. Welcome to the best things in life with E. Please like and subscribe and comment if you like. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so here's my ingredients. I'm just gonna show what I have and then explain everything later. And this is going to be my keto beef and broccoli stir fry. So the steak I have is called carne piccata. It's from just the meat section. I'm seasoning the steak with season all, Mrs. Dash, the fat-free type, black pepper, accent salt, ginger, lemon pepper, Old Bay seasoning, paprika, cayenne pepper. I add soy sauce, and just like that was probably a tablespoon there, and then Worcestershire sauce, and that was also probably a tablespoon. I never measure anything. And then I just mix everything together. So I'm cutting up an onion, and this is actually for the base of the stir fry. I just saute onions and then later add garlic into the wok that I use. And I just slice the onion into about maybe small pieces, nothing fancy. And I just cut them up and then throw them into the wok. So here's my wok. I love my wok. I am adding extra virgin olive oil, and then I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter, and then I will add my onions, and now I'm going to add my garlic. It's just minced garlic from Walmart. I buy the big jug. And I'm adding 2 teaspoons of garlic. Now for the broccoli, I do buy fresh broccoli, and only thing about buying fresh vegetables, they always have some type of bad spots, but I just cut them off. I like to cut my broccoli into kind of small pieces. I don't like a long stem, so I cut it down. And the pieces that I have, if they're not medium size, I'll cut the big sizes in half or whatever. And I cut them first, and then I wash them. Pretty simple. I love fresh broccoli. It's just way better than frozen to me. So I'm checking on my onions and garlic, and as you can see, they're getting soft. So I went on and added the seasoned meat, and I'm just stirring it up. It's going to take a little while for it to cook. So here's the meat, maybe about 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, and as you can see, it's pretty cooked. It's about halfway done. But now is whenever I add the rinsed off broccoli, the fresh broccoli, and I make a little circle in my meat or a hole, and then I add the fresh broccoli, and then I flatten it down. I know this is strange, but this is my way of kind of somewhat steaming the broccoli into the meat. And I didn't have a top big enough to actually place on my wok, so I used something else. But right there I'm using Worcestershire sauce, seasoned salt, and then black pepper. And then I put a makeshift top on top, as long as it has pressure to have steam come up for the broccoli. So here I am making the sauce, my own sauce. I'm using Yum Yum sauce from Walmart or any store really, soy sauce, and that was probably about a tablespoon. Worcestershire sauce, and that was probably about 2 tablespoons, I would say. And then just a little bit of garlic. I also add chicken broth, and probably about a 1/4 cup of chicken broth, and then I just whisk everything together. And as you can see, it forms like a brownish color, and that's actually my base for the actual sauce for the stir fry. I also add just a little bit of baking powder just to thicken the sauce just a little bit, but it really doesn't thicken once it gets into the stir fry, because it's already got its own juices, but it kind of works for me. So I just add that and then whisk. So I'm just checking on the broccoli and the meat, and I'm just stirring it around, making sure everything is evenly cooked. The meat is just about done, and the broccoli will be too, and it smells so good. I know you guys can't smell it, but it smells amazing. So I just put the top back on, but then I checked it again, probably about 2 or 3 minutes after that. And then I am going to add the sauce I just made. Same thing, I just make a little circle, and then I just stir it around, and it is pretty much done. I just stir it around and I let it sit on low for about 5 to 10 more minutes. I'm tasting it now, and if I like the way it tastes, I go on to my cauliflower rice, which is here. So I have fresh cauliflower. It's a bad spot on it, so I'm not even going to use that side. I'm just cutting it just like I did the broccoli. I cut it first, and then I rinse it off and clean it. And I'm just cutting off any bad parts, any brown parts. And this is actually only my second time making cauliflower rice. So I didn't do the best. I got a new food processor. So the part I was supposed to use, I didn't use. So I kind of blended it a little too much, and it was a little mushy like mashed potatoes, but they still came out really good. You guys will see. So here's the washed cauliflower, and I'm just putting everything into the food processor, and I love my food processor, and it just does the trick. So I just use the pulse button a few times and blend it. So here I have a skillet, and I just put just a little bit of olive oil and a stick of butter, well, a tablespoon of butter. I added the cauliflower, and I literally just season it lightly, let it cook for maybe about 10 minutes or until golden brown. You can't really tell it's golden brown because of the butter and the lighting, but I use seasoned salt and just black pepper, and that is it. Easy. So here's the regular white rice for my daughter, and this is the end result: the cauliflower, keto, and the regular beef and broccoli. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and comment if you like. Thanks for watching.